This is the Rabbit Report. I am Rabbit. Tonight, I'm very excited. I'm going to unbox this Mattel Elite Hurricane action figure. This is the variant edition, and I also have the regular edition. I don't know if you can see the difference between the two, but this one, I'm unboxing this one because it's more colorful, more interesting to me. I mean, they're the same action figure, but this one's very fun. I really like it. So you can see you have the action figure on the front. He comes with two extra hands. On the side, it's a nice photo of the Hurricane, or Gregory Helms. And on the other side, you've got a nice flying pose. I guess he's probably jumping off the top rope. And on the back, you've got another photo of Gregory Helms and some statistics and his weight and height, accomplishments in the WWE, I guess was F at the time. I can't remember. To me, the cool thing about the Hurricane and why I really wanted to unbox this is because Hurricane Helms, like I talked about in the other video, like wrestling is all about like superheroes and villains, and to me the Hurricane was the first real marriage of superheroes in wrestling, because obviously he was supposed to be a version of the Green Lantern. So Hurricane Helms, or Gregory Helms, I'm having trouble saying that for some reason. Gregory Helms, or Shane Helms, I guess. Shane Gregory Helms. He started wrestling in 1991 at 17 years old, and he was born in 1974. He's 45 years old, so he's just a few years older than me, which kind of blows my mind. He's basically been in and out of the wrestling business since then. So I just really loved. I love the Hurricane. I thought he was cool. Like, he was like a guy that was, into comics and superheroes, and obviously, really enjoyed a lot of the same things. He's got, because we're similar ages, it's like got similar cultural references. I don't know. There was just something about him that was super cool to me. And one of the things that I loved about the Hurricane, I remember all the segments that he did, like, or some of the feuds he had with like The Rock, which was probably the biggest feud that he had. He actually beat The Rock on Monday Night Raw, and I remember that very distinctly. This was like from 2003, so sort of post Attitude Era, like right around the Ruthless Aggression era, I guess, or the beginning of it. And he teamed with other superheroes like Mighty Molly, and he had a sidekick named Rosie. So here he is out of the package. He's got this really nice, what do you call it, cloth cape. I'm gonna get that off the package. Is there any other like superheroes that you would have loved to see wrestle, or maybe what were some of the comics that you were interested in, like in the early to mid 2000s? These hands do not want to come off, but here's a right hand. Here's a left grippy hand. I like that it's got the tape. Were you a Green Lantern fan? Like, if you remember the Hurricane, were you excited when you saw him? Like, oh man, like it's Green Lantern, or it's somebody who kind of dresses like Green Lantern. So again, you've got this really nice kind of sheen to the cape, cloth cape here. It does, I believe it does, what do you call it? It's Velcroed on there, so we can take it off. I'm going to take it off him so you can see the articulation for Hurricane here. I love that he had green hair, although I've heard that Shane Helms really hated having the green hair. So his head goes up a little and go down a tiny little bit. Really nice tilt back and forth. I actually really like that. I don't know if you can see the, let me see if I can get this to focus. The portrait of Shane Helms is pretty good. Of course, this is using the real scan technology. He's got, ooh, it's really stuck. Ugh. Okay, there we go. So crunches forward. Doesn't really crunch back. His arm can go all the way around here. It has a single elbow and the fist, which it can go back and forth and rotate all the way around. His leg can go all the way up like this. It can bend at the knee. It does have a double knee, but this knee pad kind of gets in the way. But it can go all the way up. His leg can go out pretty far. That's really nice. I like that. He can do some really nice superhero poses. His foot does go up, and it can go, whoa, all the way back, so he can point his toes really nicely. It does rotate at the boot, and I don't know if it rocks with the foot. Sort of rocks a little bit. Ugh, it's really tight. But I'll have it on my stand next, and that'll be right now. All right, here he is, the Hurricane, aka Hurricane Helms, in my photo booth on my turntable. I will give you that nice 360 view so you can see the entire figure. But first, I want to show you that I did put the grippy hand on this figure. It's really easy to do that. The hands do come with this peg. You just peg it out and peg in the new one. Really simple. But let me get this turned on so you can see the figure in all its glory. I really love the deco. I love the cape. It's just a fun figure, and it's fun to see the WWF's resident superhero in action. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, and remember to let your friends know if you like this channel. That's the best way to grow this channel. Remember to stay home, stay safe, and wash your hands. Thank you for joining me on the Rabbit Report. I will see you next time. Bye. Stand back. Remember to subscribe.